welcome back to my channel. It's yet another grateful day. Today I feel like discussing of money, how to budget your money. I'm gonna share a little about two methods that I normally use. Most of the time, many times is you get money. Getting money is not hard. You can get money through many means, but how well do you budget your money? How do you well budget on your money? So sit back, relax, and listen to my methods and practice them and tell me your views about them. If they're making sense or they don't make sense, and if they're not, tell me your way of doing things. Well, I'm not a financier, but at least I know how to use my money. It is not a must to go to school to know how to use your money well, so I beg to be corrected if I misquote some things. So my first method, I don't know how I can call it, but I call it the 90-10 rule. What do I mean by 90-10 rule? Is whereby you classify your money like 30% on personal development, 30% on savings, 30% on your bills, and 10% to tithe. So that's why I call it 90-10 rule. What do I mean by 30% personal development? Personal development can entail you going back to school, that is setting aside money for developing. Actually is all about adding yourself more skills, empowering yourself more in terms of education. Personal development, it can be going for seminars. Personal development can be for going for counseling. So that is why I'm saying 30% on personal development. The other 30% for saving, putting aside, that is like saving for future, maybe future reference. You will not all the time stay one place, so 30% on savings, and the other one 30% on bills. What do I mean by bills? Bills is house rent, electricity, water bills. It can be also paying for your medical cover, insurance, and all that. That's why I'm putting aside like 30% on bills. 10%, it depends on you, or even the Bible says you're supposed to give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. So 10% I'm putting aside for tithe. It doesn't matter. That is 10% of your earning. It depends on the level of your earnings. And also, if you don't feel like doing tithing, but I guarantee you should do a lot of tithing, the 10% you can give out to charity, like the needy people. You can bless someone with your 10%. My method too, is the 70-30 rule. 70, what do I mean by 70-30 rule? That is allocation of your money to 70% to expenses, 10% to tithe or giving charity, 10% to savings, 10% to seed. What do I mean by seed? There's someone who decide maybe investing on future. Planting a seed on future is like still battle. It's like personal development. That is maybe branding yourself, maybe advertising yourself in whatever you're doing. You can always allocate such amount of money. 70% on expenses. What are expenses? Expenses you can classify in so many ways. That is, you transport if you're commuting, or you're fueling. Food, your consumption of food. That is now shopping literally. Other expenses are like quite miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, you can put it still on miscellaneous, because there are those times you didn't expect that you got sick, so you can set aside money that is for emergency or something. So those are my two methods. Both of them, you can still do cash enveloping if you're not good on money. And what is cash enveloping is whereby you take an envelope and, for example, 70% on expenses. You break down your money to those like 5 envelopes and say, let's say you say, for example, 20,000 is on food budget, 10,000 is for going out, 10,000 is for shopping, 10,000, you put into envelopes and allocate your money on those, on your budget, to avoid impulse buying. Because most of the time when you get your salary, most of the time you find people don't budget. Because once you see your account and you see a lot of money, you don't even you don't have a second thought like about tomorrow. So what do? We end up spending our money carelessly. We end up actually it's not carelessly because it's still helping us, but you end up using your money the way you are not accounting. You can't account for what that money has done. You get. So I would leave you with some few tips on how to manage your money. That is my number one tip, is spend less than you earn. If you're earning around 10,000, if you're earning 10,000, you should like use a third of that money, very little, and save more. My other second tip is increase income. What do I mean increase your income? You can always look for side hustles. It's not a must you always depend on one hustle. That is, for example, if you are earning through employment, you can always open up your own business, like selling veggies or something. My number 3 tip is save save a minimum of 10% of all your earnings. What do I mean by all earnings? Your employment, your side hustle, at least save 10% of what you're getting. My last and not least is start investing. The earlier you start to invest, the better. So those are my 4 tips. Continue subscribing to my channel, comment and like, and tell me what are your views on how you budget. We can share these notes. And also, don't forget to click there below the bell button to give you notifications on my channels subscription. I'll be doing a lot of uploading on Mondays and Friday officially. So keep looking forward for my more tips on how to budget, and hoping to see you soon. So continue subscribing and liking my channel. Ciao, and budget on your money. Good day.